Hi guys, it is sunshine. It's been a busy day. Um, it looks like on my mic range that it's picking up that fan really, really well. So I'm sorry about that, but I'm not going to talk about this every time we make a video. You're going to hear the fan. I'm trying to survive in Texas. So I'm sorry if you hear the fan. I can't turn it off. We're going to die. But it's better than being cold. Really, it is. I can't stand that crap. Nope. Nope. Alright, so the blanket I just finished. I told myself I was not going to do any more blankets for Texas heat. But when this charity reached out and was like, hey, will you make us a blanket to auction off? I'm like, well, hell yeah. Because, it's an animal rescue organization. I love those organizations, and I will do what I need to do to take care of those organizations. If they want a blanket to auction off, I will make it happen, and I did. So here's what I got. I'm not 100% happy with it, but I feel like it went okay. And I've learned from this. I definitely learned that trying to make a seat corner to corner blanket bigger is not a good idea. If I'd known that pattern was going to be so small, I would have looked for something else. So I was trying to add to the sides and the top and the bottom. It just didn't work out in my world. When I gave it to her, she loved it. And that's all that matters. You know, we are harshest critics. And as long as she's happy with it, that's fine, you know. And I told her when I gave it to her, I said, if you do not like this, if it's not the size you want, nothing about this you want, let me know. It's not going to hurt my feelings. So many people are worried about hurting my feelings, but I'm pretty sure at this point I don't have feelings. So it's not going to bother me. It's really not. Crochet is a tough gig. You know, some people envision this, and I envision that, and I produced this, and so I had free reign over that project, and I just hope I don't let them down, you know. So then I came across this blanket, and it's a bunch of squares. I said, no, sunshine, you're not gonna do any more blankets. Get this through your head. You have cross stitch to do during the summer. I know. And I was like, self, I gotta at least make one square to see if I like it or not. So I made one square. I'm in love, and I will be making more. It's supposed to be a sunflower. And it's a big block. These are big blocks. And it's partially because I like big hooks, and I don't lie. You know me and my big hooks. We do. I was gonna hope to get the tape measure out, but I am not finding the tape measure. I know it's in here somewhere. You gotta hold your mouth right. Let's see if we can figure it out. I want to say they're 11-inch blocks. Yeah. I'm going to go with 11-inch blocks. So, might be 12. 11-inch or 12. I don't know. Tape measures are tough to read. And I know y'all like, it's not that hard, sunshine. These tape measures that I use always seem to be off. Like where do you start the tape measure when it comes with this piece? So do you start at this piece, or do you start at the one? Questions. And I sure as heck know tape measures are off. I've seen several brands that start at different places, and they're off. So, it's hard to tell. But anyway, oh gosh, sorry guys. But I'm using, come here, hook. I'm using the big hook of 6.0. Now the other day, I said that I put this group of hooks that I got into my cool new bag. And I mentioned how I don't like these, but I use them. You know why? Because that's all I got. I didn't get them for the big ones. I got them for the little ones because they start at one something. I got them to use for the littler size. But, that old saying, you get what you pay for? Yeah, that applies. Starts at 2.0. So, I got them for that because I can't hold needle hook, the little hooks. You know what I'm talking about? The steel hooks? I can't hold those. So, 2 point is tiny. So it's not that I hate them. It's I just like them. And one day, I need to invest in some small hooks with the handles. Does that make sense? And I can't ergonomic handles for the small set. Does that make sense for the steel hooks? I don't know what I'm trying to say. But because the smaller the hook is, the more my hand cannot hold it. I have big old hands. I have big hands. And so I have a hard time holding things. Because I have a whole set of steel hooks, but I can't grip them like I want to. So I may go to Hobby Lobby and just get some oven clay and make them handles like I've done before on my bigger ones. They're not pretty at all, but I want to use those because a dear friend gave them to me, and I love those hooks. And I appreciate I appreciate the small gifts. You know what I'm saying? And I really loved getting that set as a gift. Hold on, I'll show you what I got. Hold on. Okay. This. They're super tiny. This is made for thread and lace and little bitty stuff. And I want to use the littler hooks to make delicate stuff, but I just cannot grab them. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. So, anyway, it is getting late, and I'm getting tired, and I've got to go check my blood sugar. I don't know why I'm having to do all this, but whatever. But I did turn in my stuff so they can test me officially, test me to see if I have Crohn's or whatever's going on with me, because it's not pleasant. It is just not pleasant. And I told her, I said, like, if I were to go just run errands or do something, I have to map out my time frame, because I can only be gone from home where I live. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't I don't use public restrooms. I don't. So I've got to be able, okay, I've got to run this errand, and this errand. How much time is it going to take? Plus getting back home. I've got to take all that into consideration. And I I will not use public restrooms. I'm sorry. Me and my best friend Manzi used to be on the rig together, and we stopped at numerous truck stops, and they're just gross. And public buildings are just gross. I worked at Books A Million for a minute or two, and I had to clean the bathrooms, and those people are gross. I just have a very high, I can't carry bleach with me. You know, there's just, I don't know how to go about carrying a bleach bottle with me. So I just stay at home. Anyway, guys, I love y'all. Take care. And, oh, there's another one. Okay, if you don't believe in God or the biblical stuff or whatever the case may be, you can go ahead and log off. It don't bother me. I'm fixing to share something that I found. I saw somebody post and I was like, no way. And then I had to go read it in the Bible, and it's there. Hold on one second. All right. Let me find it again. I should have bookmarked it. But just give me a second, because I have it underlined. I just got to remember what I've done with the page. Okay. I found this interesting. And I'm not going to push anything on anybody. But I find it kind of weird that this is in the Bible. This right here is in the Bible. Deuteronomy 22:5. Deuteronomy 22:5. A woman must not put on men's clothing, and a man must not wear women's clothing. Anyone who does this is detestable in the sight of the Lord your God. Whoa. Think about where that's happening right now. A woman must not put on men's clothing, and a man must not wear women's clothing. Anyone who does this is detestable in the sight of the Lord your God. Deuteronomy 22:5. It's right here, black and white, folks. Right here. I'm not making this up. I don't know what to think about that. I don't know. I wear men's clothes. But that's because no women's clothes fit my foot. I think they were trying to go in deeper. But I'm not going to go in that deep because I prefer to be an open-minded person. But isn't that weird that's in there? So weird. I wonder sometimes how true our Bibles are to the original. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a Max Lucado Bible that's been translated into with Max Lucado. How close to that Bible is truth? You know what I'm saying? I know King James Version is truth. I have NLT. Well, this one is NLT. I've got 3 Bibles. But what do we take as truth? And what is fabricated in the Bible? And does that make sense? Because there's some Bibles that are geared towards this or that or the other. And it's like, how much truth is in those? So you got to be really, really careful. But it's just weird that was in the Bible. And I never knew that. You know, it's kind of weird. I love to hear your thoughts. And I will, you post away your thoughts down below. The only comments that Beth and I will delete is if you're nasty about it. Because I cannot stand nasty people. If you want to share your thoughts, that's fine. But the moment you start crossing the line about hurting other people's feelings and stuff, myself or Miss Beth, my moderator, we will DX that, because we want to have a safe space for y'all. And I don't want any trolls coming in here and ruining that for everybody, because y'all don't need to see that. So I love you guys. Take care and enjoy your evening.